Do you think the dream of retiring right here in Orange County is just for the super rich? Today, I'll show you some actionable strategies that make OC retirement not only affordable, but comfortable. Stick with me all the way till the very end, because I'm going to share with you a hot tip about a little known program here in California that will allow those who qualify to defer paying their property taxes, freeing up literally thousands of dollars every year in extra income you can spend on fun. Hey guys, I'm Lucas Smith, your local Orange County real estate expert. Here's the shocking truth. The average couple retiring today in Orange County will need approximately $1.5 million just to cover their basic living expenses. And that doesn't include travel, hobbies, or spoiling the grandkids. And to quote a good friend of mine, when you retire, every day is going to be like a Saturday. So you have to be able to spend just like every day is a day off, because it is. So let's get right into the weeds and what you can do to make retirement affordable and fun. So section 1, the harsh reality. Here's some real costs. So number 1 cost, your biggest cost, is probably going to be your housing. Now, I hope that by the time you get to retirement, your house is paid for. Otherwise, you're going to have to include a mortgage payment into whatever your costs are on a monthly basis. Even if your house is paid for, you're still going to have property taxes, which are going to be reassessed on a regular basis and probably continue to rise at some rate. You're going to have association fees if you live in an HOA. Healthcare is another huge cost. It's not just the day-to-day maintenance, your everyday doctor visits, but your doctor visits, your numbers of doctors are going to increase. The cost of healthcare in Orange County is higher than it can be in other places. What does your long-term care plan look like if you have one? If you don't, think about long-term care insurance now while you're younger. Also, if your home is not in a trust, put it in a trust. Talk to your attorney about the type of trust that you want to put it in, and make sure that your medical bills cannot attach your trust after you pass, so that your heirs do not inherit your medical expenses. The cost of groceries is going to keep going up. The cost of gas is going to keep going up. Cost of maintenance or transportation is going to keep going up. How are we going to get to the grocery store? What's our grocery budget going to look like? Who's going to prepare our meals for us? All those are going to be things that we're going to want to think of and we're going to want to consider. All right, now I've talked about some of the fears. Now let's talk about some solutions, right? Because I'm always the type of person who says, hey, don't bring me a problem, bring me a solution. Strategy number 1, unlock your biggest asset. Unlock your home equity now. I know that a lot of us think, well, I'd like to save that. I'd like to leave something for my kids. Look, be willing to unlock the equity in your home's value now so that you can make sure that you're taken care of long term. Now, don't do it if you're 55 like me. But if you're 85 and you're sitting on a couple $1 million in equity in your home, yes, definitely consider unlocking that equity in order to help cover some of your expenses. Second thing you could do, and this is really what I'm planning on doing, is downsizing or right-sizing your home, getting into something that's more affordable, that's paid for. If you have a mortgage and you need to get rid of that mortgage, because that's a huge chunk of money every month, sell your home, use the equity, buy something for cash. You can use Prop 19 and transfer your tax base over into that new home so you still have a nice low tax base and you don't have a house payment. That unlocks thousands of dollars a month so that you don't have to make additional mortgage payments for the rest of your life. If your mortgage is a huge percentage of your income, if it's 30% of your income or more, you definitely want to consider selling your home, buying something for cash, and transferring your taxes. Strategy number 3, location, location, location. You guys, look, compare the cost of living in different cities. What's the cost of living in Brea versus living over in Seal Beach in the senior community? Look, I can tell you, you can buy something that's really inexpensive in Laguna Woods, has a very low HOA, and they have everything to cater for seniors around there. Now, you have to look at the community and decide if that's where you want to live and that's the type of lifestyle you want. But I'm telling you, there's affordable options here in Orange County where you can still stay close to family and friends and get the lifestyle that you want that's affordable for you. Okay, the last strategy, and approach this one with great caution. Please do not rush into this, but you might consider a reverse mortgage on your home. Reverse mortgages have a couple of different types of programs. They can either pay you in one lump sum or they could pay you in a monthly payout every month that adds additional income. Now, they're only going to pay you based on the equity in your property. And again, you're leveraging your equity ahead of time. But if you need this as additional income in order to support your lifestyle, make sure it's a good long-term play though. I don't want you to unlock something that's only going to last 5 years or 10 years and you've got 20 years to go. So make sure that the time makes sense for you. Thanks for sticking around till the end. As promised, here's my hot tip. There's a powerful but little known tool known as the State Controller's Property Tax Program. It says that if you meet certain equity and income requirements, the state of California will actually pay your property taxes for you. They pay these property taxes and put a lien on your property, which is then paid back when your heirs sell your home. It's not free money, but depending on what your taxes are, this can free up thousands and thousands of dollars a month in your monthly budget. You know, you guys, I know that retiring here in Orange County is not easy, but it's possible. For homeowners like you and I who have a lot of equity in our homes, it's totally available as long as you plan ahead of time and you plan smart. This video gave you some clarity. Please comment, like, share below. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, again, below. If you know somebody who you think this could help, please send it to them. I'm Lucas Smith, broker owner, Sell My Home Real Estate. Hey, you guys, thanks so much for watching.